Good day everyone, especially to our respected instructor, Dr. Ryan Saison and Mabuhay. I am Richard Macas Antiga from DHST second year under the subject of Operational Management. So for this morning, I will going to discuss about the comparison of the operations manager and the general manager in the hospitality industry. So let's begin. So our topic would be operation management. So let's start. Ko gid kay siya nga rule ang operations management. Then the main goal of the operations manager is the operations manager acts as the bridge between top management and hotel employees. So imagine a basketball team, like the general manager owns and plans for the team, and the coach guides the players, and the operations manager is like the coach, so they make sure everyone knows what to do and works together, diba? Kinanglan gina. Then siya ang middleman sa management o sa employee. So kung naay problema sa usa ka department, siya ang unang mangita og solusyon, diba? Say operations manager kita. Then next is departments coordinated by the operations manager. So the operations manager supervises different hotel departments. So number one is front office. So si front office responsible for check-in, check-out, reservations, and guest inquiries. So for example, a guest arrives at 2 p.m. So unfortunately, the room is not yet ready. So the operations manager immediately coordinates with housekeeping. And then housekeeping, please prioritize room 305 because the guest is already waiting. So result and the room becomes available quickly and the guest becomes happy. Diba? So dapat yun kanang coordination to the housekeeping and then nice in your relationship para mas smooth ang pag-work. And then number 2, housekeeping is responsible for cleaning guest rooms and changing linens and maintaining cleanliness. So for example, a guest complains there are no towels so in my room, and then instead of blaming housekeeping, the operations manager solves the problem immediately. So please bring fresh towels and immediately and apologize to the guests. So diba? So importante nga dili tinudluay og sala. Ang importante kay masulbad dayon ang problema. So number 3, food and beverage department responsible for restaurant room service and then banquet bar. So for example, breakfast buffet starts at 6 p.m. So at 7 a.m. many guests arrive, so food begins to run out. So the operations manager immediately tells the kitchen to prepare additional food before guests complain, diba? Kanang pasidan-anan niya daan ang kitchen nga mag-prepare tag food kay daghan ang bisita basing mahutdan, diba? So mugin na siya ang work sa operations manager. Then number 4 is engineering department, responsible for electricity, air conditioning, and then plumbing, then equipment repair. For example, a guest reports the air conditioner is not working, so the operations manager immediately contacts engineering. So please repair room 402 immediately. So quick response leads to guest satisfaction. Diba kung sa iyo na to maayo ang problema, labi na sa mga kanang amenities sa hotel. So, diba? Masatisfy ang kuan, guest. Nice yung pagkuhan, diba? Worth it yung pagbayad. The number 5, security department. So, they responsible for guest safety, employee safety, emergency response, and then, for example, a guest loses their wallet. So, the operations manager works together with security to review CCTV footage and assess the guests. Diba? Mag-cooperate yun na sila sa security para ma-review ang kuan CCTV. And then next is general manager versus operations manager. So many students think these positions are the same. Actually, they are different. Imagine opening a new hotel. Like general manager is things about the future. Then questions like how can we increase profit? Should we renovate? Should we open another branch? Or how can we attract more tourists? So the general manager makes strategic decisions. Then the operations manager is focuses on today's operations. So questions like are the rooms clean? Are employees on time? Are guests satisfied and is breakfast ready? So are there any complaints? And the operations manager solves today's problem. So muna siya ang differentiate between general manager versus operational manager. Diba? So, So, operations manager works in the business, manage daily operations. So, ang general manager murag architect nga nagplano sa balay, then ang operations manager excuse me, murag engineering nga nagtanaw nga sakto ang pagtukod matag adlaw. So, nauna siya. Then the operation responsibilities of a hotel operations manager. So leadership. The operations manager motivates employees. So example, an employee is stressed because the hotel is fully booked. So instead of shouting, the operations manager encourage the team. Then let's work together. Kaya natin ni a good leader inspires, not intimidates. So muna siya ang sakto gid nga leader, dili ka mag-discourage sa mga kuantrabante. You should uplift them, na inspire, diba? Number 2, customer service. So guest satisfaction is the hotel's priority. So example, a guest receives cold food. So instead of making excuses, the operations manager apologizes sincerely. So we sincere apologize, we will replace your meal immediately. So sometimes one sincere apology creates a loyal customers, diba? So dapat gid sincere ta kung makayan tag apology ko na bugno naman ang pagkaon sa atong pulihan. That's it. Na nang good relationship ta sa atong guests. And number 3 is financial management. The operations manager also controls expenses. For example, like lights are left on in empty function rooms. So the operations manager reminds employees to save electricity. So small savings every day become large profits every year. Diba? Kung mag-save ta dako atong ma-profit gud maginan siya. Sa kada tuig kung mag-save lang. Dako good. Number 4, quality control. The operations manager regularly inspects like guest rooms, restaurants, lobby, comfort rooms, employee appearance. For example, before guests arrive, the operations manager personally checks whether rooms meet hotel standards. So muna siya ang check din na sa operations manager, like personal good siya good nga okay ba ang room, diba? Kay before mag-arrive ang guest, dapat hinlo na tanan, hanay na tanan kung na-meet bang standards. And number 5, problem solving. So hotel face unexpected situations every day. So for example, power interruption, diba, burnout, then water shortage, overbooking, employee absent, and guest complaints. So muna siya everyday good problem solving sa kwan. So the operations manager must remain calm. Kalma lang gid mo kana ang mga problema, diba? Kaya dili man naman dala sa kuan ulit-ulit. So why is the operations manager important? So let's balikan sa nato. So kung adunay problema, dili siya dapat matarantang. Iyang trabaho mo ang pagpangita dayon og solusyon. So muna ang trabaho sa operations manager, like kanang kung naay problema, dili na mag taranta na mangita gyud o dirtso nga masulbad ang problema. Like, imagine this situation, a family checks into a hotel, so suddenly the room is still dirty, so air conditioner is broken, food is delayed, elevator stops working. So if nobody coordinates these departments, chaos happens. So the operations manager immediately calls housekeeping, contacts engineering, informs the kitchen, and coordinates with security within a few minutes. So problems are solved. So the family leaves satisfied. So this is why operations managers are considered the heart of hotel operations. Diba? Wala siya. Sila ang heart of hotel operations. Ang operations managers. And let's proceed. Why is the operations manager important? So, without an operations manager, employees become confused, departments stopped communicating, guest complaints increase, and then hotel ratings decreased, and then profit declines. So with an excellent operations manager, employees works as one team and guests become satisfied. Hotel earns positive reviews, more guests return, and the business becomes successful. So in conclusion, the hotel operations manager is one of the most important leaders in a hotel. So they ensure that every department works together, maintain excellent service quality, solve daily operational problems, and motivate employees and keep guests satisfied. So while the general manager focuses on long-term strategies and business growth, the operations manager ensures that every single day runs smoothly. So gina siya ang target gid sa operation manager, like everyday smooth ang dagan ba, wala problema. If kanang di man gyud malikayan nga nay problema, so kanang kuan gyud mangita dayon og solusyon nga dito sa ma-solve siya, like mangnawag sa housekeeping, engineering, para ma-resolve ang problem. Ana siya ka-simple. So always remember, guests may forget the hotel building, but they will never forget how the hotel made them feel. So behind every smooth check-in, clean room, delicious meal, and safe stay is a hardworking hotel operations manager. So bisan dili sila permi makita sa guests, sila ang nagpugo nga ang tanan operation sa hotel kay hapsay. Then a great hotel is not built by one person. It is built by teamwork, and the operations manager is the leader who keeps the teamwork alive. Diba? So a successful hotel is not measured by its luxurious building, but by the excellence of its daily operations. And behind every excellent operation is an exceptional hotel operations manager, diba? Ang hotel is dili ga base sa unsa na siya ka bongga or luxurious, unsa na siya ka sikat hotel, unsa na siya ka patsyada. Ang nag-base siya is sa excellence o sa matag adlaw nga pagkuan nila, pag-operate. So dapat gyud nice, kinlo, tsada og mamit ang expectation sa mga customer o masatisfy sila sa ilang experience nga nag-check-in sila sa hotel. And that's all. Mabuhay. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you. And mabuhay. I am Richard Macas Antega from DHST 2nd year. Thank you so much and mabuhay. Okay, so that's all. Again, it's all about the comparison of general managers and operations managers. So I am Richard Macas Antiga from DHST 2nd year, and for our instructor, Dr. Ryan Saison. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much, Doc, and mabuhay.